Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. This is 2006 Toyota Highlander Hybrid Limited. It has that beautiful leather inside, super fancy. And this baby has only 123,000 miles on the odometer, so very low miles. Recently the water pump failed, so it had done entire timing belt and water pump service. The vehicle was running perfectly, however it's another half year later. The baby is back with a complaint. And the complaint is the brakes are not working correctly. It's an intermittent situation. And basically when you push the brake pedal, there were some noises coming from underneath the hood. I have that small 12 aux battery on battery charge maintainer. That's for purpose of testing, so don't worry about this. We will focus on ABS unit. Now when the owner came and I did a test drive with him, and on the test drive the brakes were working correctly, but this was not happening. This is basically priming, right? There's a pump on this ABS unit, and that pump is trying to keep or hold the pressure in the system. And it should be not cycling like this. This is way too often. It keeps cycling no matter if you have ignition on or you can have it even off. It doesn't matter. It keeps doing this. We have no loss of the brake fluid, so I didn't put her on the lift yet, but there will be no leaks from the calipers or brake system because there's no leak. Now, when we were on the test drive and you really, let's say, stop on the stop sign and held that pedal down, there was completely different noises coming out of this unit. So I will put you on the tripod and you will be able to listen that change in the noises. I have moved the vehicle so we will be able to film this. I will leave you here and I will go step on that brake pedal. Right now the engine started running, but it doesn't matter. I want to show you the noises which are coming out of it, and when I use the stethoscope you can touch the body or the computer here. It's very noisy, mainly this line that makes the most ruckus. So let me show you. Yep, the engine turned itself off, and now listen the brakes. When I let go of it, that screeching sound will stop, and we are back. When I let off the brake pedal, we have only this pump cycling, which will eventually, it will burn itself. But you heard that screeching, and that's most audible if you touch this line. That's coming from inside of that body. Now, for these cases, and I'm not sure if I mentioned, there are 0 warning lights. There's no ABS light on, there's no VSC, there's no check engine light, there's nothing lit in the instrument cluster. So for these cases you need some at least medium level bi-directional scanner. So we will use this C-Reader 919X Lite, CRP 919X Lite from the launch deck. These ones are super affordable, becoming super affordable, these scanners. Let me see how I can adjust the camera so you can see what it's showing. I'm assuming this metering will be helpful. So it tells us clearly it's a 2006 Toyota Highlander with the VIN number, everything, and I already ran that health report. This is how it works for you, and you can scroll through it. And if you look on the engine and everything, of course it's perfect, but there are some problems, and it's an ABS. What I'm trying to explain, if you have a older or simpler code reader like that, that will scan this car in like 5 seconds, and it will show you no codes. It will be green light for the emissions, so you can go and smoke it. That's all good, but you will not see this extra stuff. So this launch, it's very helpful, definitely. And we have basically, if we look at it, there's so many computers, body controls and computer hybrid control. It's fine, but let's go and look on that ABS. And it says low or high power supply voltage code C1241. I scroll down for that AC system, and it's a very typical B1421 solar sensor circuit on passenger side. And the last red area we saw was the gateway system. So we can see code for B1281 airbag ECU communication stop. And if you click backwards, you are in this screen where you can see everything, all 3 areas on the top, and everything one is green is underneath it. This gives you right now, you can try to clear the codes and see if it will even clear or if it will stay. So far the only one which is staying is B1421 solar sensor circuit. The solar sensors are the ones which are here. Hopefully you can see them in the dashboard. And here you can hear these crazy noises coming from there when I step on the brake. Do you hear that? How it's trying to create the pressure in the system? Do you hear it? So instead of cycling in these brief cycles, it ran for a while. Because at the end we will realize there is an internal leak. That's why we are not losing any fluid. There's internal leak in this unit, and it will have to be replaced. It says 44510-48060. These parts are extremely expensive, because if you look at it, it has entire ABS system, pumps and computer attached to it. So I will be calling dealer for a quote, but this will be arm and leg for sure. And you can see the door is closed, but it just keeps running. And after a couple of minutes, when the computer goes to the sleep, the vehicle turns off itself completely. The cycling stops. So basically, if we consider all above, the conditions when it's happening, we don't have any warning lights yet that only code related to the ABS was for low voltage. It easily could be just a low 12-volt battery. We have no warning in this instrument cluster. There are no lights on, but also in this generation you will have a warning here, not just driver door open, but there will be the VSC system. It's bad. If there were different codes, it will be more helpful. However, based on my training and experience on these vehicles and doing the other ones, checking the technical service bulletins, TSBs, there is a bulletin for 08 for the generation after this, which clearly speaks about these internal fluid leaks, and the fix is to replace it with different parts. We have the same situation here. This unit, it's original 44510-48060. I called the Toyota as we discussed, and what I said is that it will be Arman like it is with a tax. It's approximately $2,000. There is an old number on the top, and the replacement part has a new upgraded number 44050-48191. So that will be solution for this vehicle. We don't have any external fluid leaks. It's all internal. We don't have any leaks at the brakes. And as the condition exists, we don't need to check the speed sensors on the vehicle or anything like that. That diagnosis will be not necessary. This unit is defective and has to be replaced. I really hope many of you will find this video helpful for your own Toyota ownership. If you do, please give it thumb up, stay tuned, be subscribed, because I have way more coming your way soon. Thank you for watching and have a great day, my friend.